Hello and welcome back to another recent DVD and Blu-ray pickup where I got something pretty damn amazing for such a steal. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still blown away by just how much I paid for it, and I'm actually really happy that I actually did pull the trigger and get it because with a certain streaming service coming out within the UK and Ireland within the next month, and the entirety of the show going off of Netflix soon, probably due to that, I'm happy to have picked them up. But I'll get into that in a second, because right now I just have one Blu-ray, one DVD. I have the other Blu-ray that I ordered last week. That should be here in a day or two, because it was shipped, but it shipped late Friday, so it's probably only gone in the post today. But I will start off with the DVD. So for €4, I got the Lost Boys, the 2-disc special edition. I have not seen this. Technically I got it for free because I had a bunch of DVDs that I did not need and I traded them in. I got €6.05, so I got this and the Blu-ray that I have for it. I have heard good things about it, and I'm looking forward to adding it into my collection. And I find this very funny because I'm recording this the day the Van Helsing review has gone live, which means this is probably coming out after the Michael Collins review has gone live. And yeah, in the Van Helsing review, if you have watched it, I say a line that as of recording this, I watched it on Netflix as I don't currently own the Blu-ray. Well, I found the Blu-ray, so can't say that anymore. But yeah, I'm actually happy to have this on Blu-ray because it is a movie that I do like, as you would have known if you had actually watched my review. So the thing that I got was I went into a charity shop that I don't really go into much, and someone was actually in the middle of the regular DVDs, and I just, walked out of the way because it's a small shop, and I see a big tub, and what I see in this big tub is Star Trek, but not just any Star Trek, the complete 28 DVD, these versions of the DVDs with 3 episodes on it for €20. So basically 71 cents each. I got them all. So that's number 2. That is number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. I'll put them up here. Number 7. Yeah, do it that way. Number 8. Number 9. Number 10. Number 11. $12, $13, $14, $15, $16, $17. Yeah. And let's see. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and 27 has the last episode ever released, Turnabout Intruder, but it also has, if I can get it in, we have Unification parts 1 and 2. And then for 28, we have Relics, Trials and Tribulations, and Flashback. So TNG, DS9, and a Voyager episode. So, yeah. All of those for €20, all 28 DVDs. Now, putting them on the bookcase, however, is going to fill it up pretty quickly. Okay, so it's been about a second for you, and it's been about a day for me since I last showed off my Star Treks. As you can see, some of the Star Treks are currently here at the moment. There'll be definitely more joining it because I I have no impulse control. From a friend, excluding this Blu-ray, which I'm going to get to, as well as a bunch of figures, I bought a lot more Doctor Who. And I have another Doctor Who related DVD in the post from CEX. I have a cheap ass problem. Don't come for me. But anyway, time to show you off exactly what I got. So the last DVD that I got, last Blu-ray that I ordered from the original 5 from the last pickups video that I wasn't even sure if I was going to get. Well, when I filmed that pickups video, it was shipped at 7 o'clock, which is odd because they never really ship at that time, so I was still skeptical about it, but it showed up today, and that is Torchwood Miracle Day on Blu-ray. So it is another TV show to add to the collection. I've only seen bits and pieces of this because I just wasn't allowed when it was airing because of the sensitive topics that was discussed in it. But I am looking forward to finally getting around to watching it like I did with Children of Earth. So happy to have that in the collection. So now I'm actually only missing Torchwood Series 2. So I'll probably find that at some point. I do know with this, other Torchwoods are on Blu-ray, so it's a case of finding them to upgrade them at some point. But anyway, moving on to the Doctor Who's. I'm going to start off with the one that I'm actually really looking forward to rewatching because I haven't seen it in a few years and I definitely loved it. And that is the Adventure in Space and Time. I'm looking forward to rewatching this because when I first watched it when it came out in 2013, I fell in love with it. Bradley Walsh done fantastic as playing William Hartland, and he's even actually reprised his role as the First Doctor in another story that I have here to show off. So happy to add that into the collection. The only thing I need to figure out is, do I put it in TV shows or do I put it in movies? I think I'll put it in movies, but it's one that I'm actually happy to own. Next up, I may as well show it since I've already mentioned it. This is the one that Bradley Walsh reprises his role as the new First Doctor that they've recasted, and that is actually Peter Capaldi's last episode, Twice Upon a Time. I have mixed feelings about this episode. I have not seen it since it aired, but it's a slipcover. I'm a sucker for slipcovers. I'm happy to actually have this into the collection, and I'm happy to give it a rewatch at some point because Peter Capaldi is my third favorite Doctor. So moving on to the very obscure Australian show that's a very non-known spin-off of Doctor Who. It was very short-lived and it's kind of hard to track down, but it is the K9 series, and this is Series 1, Volume 1. I'm not sure how many episodes this has, but it is 2 discs, but hey, I'm happy to have any obscure Doctor Who spin-off in the collection, except for Class. I'm never buying Class. Fuck that show. Moving on to one that I'm actually happy to own as well, because whenever I talk to Doctor Who, there's 2 series that I say is a near perfect series. Series 1 and Series 5. I will, at some point, do in-depth videos on why I think these are near perfect series. I have attempted to write a script for one of them. I wasn't too happy with it, so I may need more time to actually go into that. But yeah, I'm happy to have this because there is a lot of good episodes in here that I like, except for the Silurian episode. Tribunal may have redeemed some of his revivals of classic Doctor Who villains, but not the Silurians, unfortunately. Moving on to a Christmas episode that I actually hate from Doctor Who, but if I'm going to own Doctor Who, I'll try to go for a complete collection of Doctor Who at some point, it's one I'm unfortunately going to need, and that is Last Christmas. I know it has fans out there. I don't get what they see in it. It is a terrible movie, and I had so much high expectations for it because of Nick Frost being in it, and it was a letdown. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen it since it first aired. The next two the next two. One I have seen. I've seen a lot of, and the other one I didn't even know of its existence until a few years ago. That first one being the Doctor Who animated, the Infinity Quest. I do know some of the story from seeing a review of it recently, so I might give it a go. Might be a fun little review. It felt very heavy, but it's only just the one disc. The one that I have seen, and even though both animations are god awful, this is the worst one, and that is Dreamland. This one I do remember seeing an awful lot on the CBBC when it came out. I don't think I ever finished it because they never aired the finish of it, I think. But it is one that I'm happy to have in the collection. So we're actually getting down to the last few here. Starting off with another absolute terrible Christmas special. It is something that I despise and I'll never watch again. But again, as I said, if I'm going for a somewhat complete collection, it's one that I'm going to have, and that is The Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe. It's a terrible version of the Chronicles of Narnia, and it's something I'm just never going to watch again. But I'll add it into the collection. Next is one, it's actually the first episode of Series 8, that being Deep Breath. When this came out, Series 8 started coming out. For some odd reason, the BBC decided to put the first episode out on DVD and Blu-ray. As weird enough as it is, they even put out the last two episodes of Series 8 on DVD and Blu-ray, which is still pretty weird. But hey, it's something for the collection until I get the full Series 8. And the next one is something that I finally actually own, because if you've been watching my channel for the past almost 6 months, one of the first Christmas things that I've done on Christmas Day was actually reviewed this, and that is A Christmas Carol, which is my favorite depiction of Christmas Carol, and it's probably an episode that I hated and grew to love over time, and it is one that I do try to watch every Christmas, so I'm happy to have a physical version of this. And now we get down to the last one, which is a DVD files of Series 2, and is the first two episodes of Tooth and Claw and New Earth. I'm happy to have it in the collection. They are episodes that I have not seen in a while, especially Tooth and Claw. I've only ever seen that episode once, so I think it's time for me to give it a go around. And that's actually going to be it for this pickups video, even though to kind of break fourth wall here, the 16th recent DVD and Blu-ray pickups hasn't gone live yet. I'm actually recording this last Tuesday, and I am probably going to go out hunting again soon. But I might take a bit of break from doing the DVD pickups just so I can catch up and have, kind of do like one big pickups video and what have you. But thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all for the next movie review. I think the next movie review should be The Waterboy. But anyway, I will see you all for the next review on Monday.